Israel's current military campaign in Gaza, Operation Protective Edge, started on July 8th. The next day, Vice News crossed into Gaza to get a first-hand look at the situation. We're in Gaza City right now. We just arrived. Israeli ships have been shelling it from the sea. It's been getting hit hard from the air. There's a bit of a lull right now, but as you can see, the streets are completely deserted. Everyone's pretty much scared to come out of their homes right now, and they're expecting it to get worse tonight. We're in an area called Sheikh Radwan, which is home to a lot of Hamas leaders. So they hit neighborhoods like this very hard. The leaders go underground, but their houses still get blown up. We were just driving around, there was sirens speeding. What we're seeing right now is there's an attack on a car. We've got ambulances here. We've got people crowding in the streets.
سمعت قصف كنت على القرمة وسمعت قصف وجيت لقيت الشهداء هان مرميين على الأرض قصفوها على بعد 3 متر طارت 3 شهداء.
What happened? When did this happen? It was an Israeli warplane flying right over where we were standing. Fucking shit. Don't worry. The fuck? So what we're seeing right now is, the cycle of attacks. The car gets bombed here half an hour ago. Hamas sends rockets out like we just saw right here. I think I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. 7, I'm telling 7, and just keeps going and escalating. No sign of stopping right now. You're not scared right now. I'm scared. Yeah. No, you're okay.
الله معنا. الله معنا.
واحنا شهدائنا في الجنة هم قتلاهم في النار. يعني مهما يعملوا فينا احنا بنهبهمش. يعني هم هلقيت في الملاجئ متخبيين. احنا زي ما انت شايف.
So we just left the site of that car that was struck. 3 people were killed in it, and we're told that those 3 people were commanders in Islamic Jihad, which is one of the militant groups here. This is one of the precision strikes that Israel talks about, but that was in an area where there were a lot of civilians. And in Gaza, it's one of the most densely populated areas in the world. So a lot of the times you have these strikes, there are civilians very close by, and some of them get killed as well. So we're at the main hospital right now in Gaza. We heard it was a little quiet yesterday, but today it's been completely jam-packed. Casualties coming in all the time. They're running low on supplies, but as you can see here, it's also sort of a media circus. Everyone knows that this is the place to go when you want to sort of cover what's going on here. See, there's a really young child right there as well.
5 years, male patient, case of due to the explosive injury. There is severe head trauma, brain edema. There is also many cases, young adult male, and he's a severe lung injury. We have no empty bed for the new cases. These 5 cases just come here in the previous 2 hours. Really, we are very, very sad. As you see, there is a child 5 years, and there is another child. But this is our life.
Yeah.
We must do that.
What's the situation been like? How is everyone coping with this?
You see the situation is really disastrous. Everything you see, demolished houses everywhere and the injuries, and they said there's terrorists. This is something unbelievable to see kids like this, as they call it a terrorist.
We know there have been strong words from both sides, from the government here and from the Israeli government. Are you expecting the situation to get worse? Are you expecting it to get better?
I hope, to be stopped like 1 hour. The Israelis, they know this is not going to make a peace in the future. We want this cycle of revenge to be stopped. We want those people to understand this is not making peace. If they're thinking about peace and they're talking about peace, we should stop and we sit on one table to talk.
We went to see how the few people still out in the street were coping with the attacks. So does it feel different from what happened 2 years ago?
أسوأ من أول. اقتصاد بالبلد صار أسوأ بكثير عن أول.
Economic situation is
الراتب تبع الموظفين ما نزلتش. والأطفال خايفين شايف كله خايف ولا حدا طالع في الشوارع ولا كهرباء ولا شيء.
You're a young man. A lot of the people in the resistance are young men. Is there pressure on you, on your friends, to join any of these resistance movements?
يعني مش لازم كل الشباب يكونوا مقاومين يعني لكل واحد له شغلانه مش كلنا بدنا نشتغل مقاومين يعني خلي غزة كلها مقاومين
دول المقاومة لهم
وما
خطرة
بدنا
إنهم
نعيش.
يقاوموا مثلا.
As soon as it got dark, the attack started to intensify.
Holy shit.
فلترفعوا أيديكم إلى السماء لتدعوا ربنا رب السماء أن يمن على مجاهدينا الأبطال الذين يخوضون الآن اشتباكات مسلحة في قلب الكيان الصهيوني.
So it was a really long night. Bombing sort of continued throughout. We tried to get some sleep around 4 or 5 a.m. There was a really loud blast around 6. It's a little calmer today. We heard a few blasts already this morning. So we're going to go into the city and sort of see what damage has been done throughout the course of the night. It's a hard place for a reporter to do their job. It's especially hard for Momen Faiz. Very, very nice to meet you. Thank you. He lost both his legs in an Israeli airstrike a few years ago, and he's still at it. We're in the east of Gaza City right now. We're about to go see and talk to a man whose house was just destroyed. This right here used to be a house. The whole thing is completely leveled.
كنت قاعد في البيت فجأة ما بلاقي إلا صوت ودخنة ملت الدار. أنا ساكن في الدار هذه.
So this is a good signal to get the fuck out of it, because it means they're going to hit the house.
Okay, we should go. I don't like the sound of that drone. Okay. The entire time we were filming at that house, you can hear the buzzing of the drones. It's really persistent. It's continuous. It was loud. The loudest I've heard it since I've been here, I think. It's known for being an area where a lot of members of the resistance live. You know, that could have been a warning shot, and the feeling there was just we had to go. How did you feel at the house that we were just at? Because I was ready to leave.
هو طبيعي أنا قبل هيك صار عليه استهداف. يعني تقريبا تعودنا على الأمور هذه، على أمور الزنانات والطيارات والقصف، وإنه يكون في المكان اللي إحنا فيه يصير فيه قصف تاني علينا. تعودنا على هيك أمور، وكلها إحنا سايبينها توكيل على الله، على ربنا يعني، وإن شاء الله يعني بيصير أي مكروه لأي حدا.
Can you tell us about what happened to you?
كنت بعمل تقرير عن البضائع العالقة في الجانب الإسرائيلي، فتم استهدافي بشكل مباشر بطائرة استطلاع.
Were you scared to pick up a camera again?
هو الموضوع هذا صار مرتبط يعني بالإنسان، فبيقدرش يتخلى عنه. من الصعب جدا إنه يتخلى عنه، حتى لو صار فيه إيش ما صار بيقدرش يعني يتخلى عن الموضوع هذا.
That night, we wanted to get the best view we could of the assault on Gaza. The safest place we found was the 15th floor of a media building, where we stayed up all night watching bombs drop with local journalists. We're in a media building right now. We've been here most of the night. We're hearing, you know, a lot of shelling. It's very intermittent, so sometimes we're not seeing where it's hitting. Other times you're seeing sort of fireballs pop up. We're here with a bunch of Palestinian journalists. They've been up for 20 hours. They say the past few days they've rarely slept. They're filming the entire thing. We've been told not to leave. There was a driver of a journalist car who was struck a few hours ago. We don't think we're going to sleep. And it's just sort of pounding, pounding, pounding. It'll be quiet for half an hour, and then you'll hear either a plane strike. You can tell sometimes when it's from the ships because it's sort of like a duh, 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 duh. And we don't know when it's going to end. Jesus Christ.
This.
Like, I'm trying to understand how it feels to be a Gaza and you see Hamas doing these attacks. But you know that when they attack, more attacks from the Israelis will come.
I feel proud that we have a small movement, and they fight the Israeli army like a big countries.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that if Hamas stopped attacking, the Israelis would stop attacking?
Actually, now?
Yeah.
I think so.
You think
now?
so? Mm-hmm.
Now, after 3 days,
yeah.
I think.
Holy shit.
Ships, right?
Yeah, those are the ships firing right now. You can see this big building right here. the ambulance in front of it. That's our hotel. We heard a few booms. I saw one of the incoming shells come in. Apparently it hit the back area of the hotel. There's something right there. Look, 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 look.
Watch it, watch it. Move, move.
Fuck. Holy shit. They just hit the hotel. The shell didn't actually hit the hotel, but struck the port behind it. We saw outgoing fire from the area earlier. You can see over here, there's still ambulance trucks. That's where that big fire was earlier tonight. And it looks like one of the shells struck literally 10 meters away from the patio in the hotel where we ate dinner, 8 hours ago. We're going back to the hotel because they want us away from the patio. But that's where it is here. This is supposed to be a safe area. It's where a lot of foreign journalists stay, and they know that, and this is the one area you're supposed to be safe in Gaza. But it's like we keep hearing when we ask this question, are we safe here? There's nowhere safe in Gaza right now.